Okay, so for this one, we're given the equation and then we're asked for standard form, the major vertices, the minor vertices, and then the foci. And so it looks like you'd gotten through where you got the equation and the endpoints for the major, and then we're having problems with the minor. And then the focis are really hard to figure out on this, so let me show you that. First thing I did was I grabbed the center of this thing. So my center is going to be at 2, 1. And I graphed that right there. And then this, the big number is a, because we're doing ellipses, so that's going to be the semi-half of the major axis. So since a squared is 16, a would be 4. So that's how I got the major vertices. So I started at the center and counted 4 to the left and 4 to the right. And again, I know to go left-right because the big number is under x, which makes it parallel to x. So that makes my the major vertices negative 2, 1, and then 6, 1. And then for the minor, since b squared is 4, b is 2, so from the center I counted up 2 and down 2. So for the minor vertices, it looks like we're at 2, 3, and 2, negative 1. And then we just need, after that, the focis. And the focis are the part that's a little bit trickier. So again, from back here, we know that a is 4 and b is 2. And then we have this relationship for ellipses. A squared minus b squared equals c squared. So this would be 4 squared would be 16, minus 2 squared would be 4, makes c squared. So then 12 equals c squared, root both sides, and you have square root of 12 equals c. If I simplify that a little bit, remember from chapter 4, this is 4 times 3 would be 12, and I can simplify out that 2 in front. So that would be our value for c. And if I come over here and try to sketch that, okay, 2 root 3 is about 3.4. So it would be 3.4 from the center each direction. Because remember, the center, the vertex, and the focus all lie on the same line. So let's pop over here, and we'll put one right about there. And we'll put one right about here. Okay, so now we have to figure out how to describe those 2 points, and that is a little bit difficult. If we go back up here to the center and the major axis, notice how all these things are running along y equals 1. So my foci are also going to be on that line y equals 1. That's my y coordinate. So, and something I have a little bit of difficulty with here is getting, we're about to do this plus or minus with this 2 root 3, and getting it attached to the right thing and not getting things reversed. So again, if you look at your center and your vertices, all that should be in a line. So if all of these were 5, this first one is 5, and then that helps you see that you're working with the y values. So anyhow, for both these green points, my y value is 1, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the center, which is 2 on x, and I'm either going to go plus that 3.4 this way, or minus that 3.4 this way. And that 3.4, more precisely written, is 2 root 3. So we're starting at 2, and we're either going minus 2 root 3 to get to this x coordinate, or plus 2 root 3 to get to that x coordinate. And then again, the y coordinate's the same for both. It's 1. So for your foci, you'd have a 2 plus 2 root 3, comma 1, and a 2 minus 2 root 3, comma 1. And those would be those 2 points. Yeah, that would be it. I hope that helps.